Right, yesterday afternoon I made scope mounts, the adjustable scope mounts, similar to the FX. I've got it on the Beeman, and now, as I say, I made these just by grinding the teeth off a little bit, not much, on both. You've got to make sure that white lines line up in the same direction. It's £17. Now when you talk about brand names, yes, FX make good guns, but when it comes to scope mounts and they want £80, 60 to £80 for scope mounts, to me that's outrageous. Just like this jacket here, see this? That jacket there is a designer jacket. I bought it in 2013 because it was shown at a London fashion show. The rich and famous bought it and they paid £3,000 for it. £3,000 for a sheepskin coat. Is it worth it? No, of course it's not. It's nice soft sheepskin, but it's a brand name because it showed at a London fashion show. As I say, the rich and famous bought it for £3,000, so that's what they started selling it in shops. I happened to walk past a shop in London, and this is in a window. Well, not in a window, it was hanging on a hook, just as it is now. And it said sale price £50. So I bought it. So how can you say from £3,000 down to £50? And that's brand names. Brand names mean nothing. Adjustable mounts off eBay, $16.95, quick release, and you can make these exactly the same as the FX. Now a lot of people, especially FX people, are going to shout me down, but all they're doing is buying a brand name, and that's all they're doing. Just like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Just make it yourself. Well, someone's asked me about my gun, the Beeman 1357, about my setup. Okay, well, this is a Sorrento scope. 3x9. For me it's ideal size. It's got a Magori A4 1080p scope cam on it. Here you've got a rangefinder with a small screen. The button's there to operate it. On the other side, just here, I've got a rail which takes the FX radar attachment, so the FX radar is not on the barrel, so it doesn't affect the harmonics. And of course the Beeman is also an underlever system, and my rear adjustable leg. And that's about it really. It's in a 177, which is the 1357 Beeman. The 1358 is the 22. Yeah, I find it a very good gun, well worth the money. And that's it. There's not much else to say about it. I like the setup. I find it very, very handy. Oh, of course, what I've done yesterday, the no limit mounts I've got on it, it sets to 0, and they're quick release. A quick release mount. Let's move the rifle over. So all I have to do is undo that, and I can take the scope off just like that and put it back on. That go back in the same way, and it's just locked in. So that's it. That's my Beeman 1357. Alright, good morning. It's a little bit late. After taking Josh out, I had to go down the shops, and I still forgot to get the tea bag, the sugar lumps. So when I go out again, I'll get the sugar lumps. Anyway, I've got the scope on. No limit mounts. I've got it on. I don't know where the Beeman's going to shoot, so I've got to be careful. So what I'm going to do, I've got a target down there, as you can see from the scope cam, and it's virtually the centre of the target. So I'm hoping the adjustment should be still okay where I left it last time, but you never know. I might have to do a little bit of adjustment because of being on no zero mounts now. It could alter the scope a little bit. The shot could go up, down, left or right. As I say, I don't know where it's going to go. So we might as well get on with this and see. 24 shots, 2 magazines. I have got the busy pellets just in case we need more. But anyway, let's load the first magazine in. As I say, you saw me, the video I posted earlier this morning was me making these adjustable mounts. These adjustable mounts in the FX style, and so we're just going to try it out. I'm not going to do no adjustments. I've got them set for 0, so I'm hoping my scope will still be virtually the same, but then again we don't know. It might be and it might not be. So anyway, the first pellet's in and the safety is going off. Right, okay, so I'm taking the bullseye. Let's see if we can come anywhere near it. At the moment the sun and shade is really affecting this, so I'm hoping. Well, I think I've got the crosshairs lined up. Taking the first shot. Yeah, that looks like low of the bullseye, which that's not bad. I'm quite pleased about that, but I'll take a second shot. I'm not quite sure about the second shot, couldn't really see it. I can't see no way on the board, so it could have gone through the same hole. Okay, I'm going to take a third shot now. Again, I don't know where that went. That could have been through the same hole again. I walked down I walked down there just to look. Be nice if it is all through the same holes, because then I can adjust up. Oh. Getting old, ain't I? Right, okay, yeah, they're in a bullseye. Well, bottom part of the bullseye, all three in virtually the same hole. So what I'm going to do is just go up maybe 3. Okay, we'll take it again. Maybe another 3. Well, the splatter target in the ball is completely all over the place. So what have I taken? 4 shots, I think, was it, or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll walk down there and have a look. 5 shots taken. Right, okay. So we've got 3 foot there. Then I went up 3. And then I went up another 3, and that's in the centre of the ball. So that's 5 shots in that piece there. There's no other pellet holes on this. And I wanted to take that cross, but I can't see it because it's in the sunlight, and I don't think it's deep enough anyway. So what I do, I put another target up, and another bullseye target, and we'll take it from there and see how that works. Right, I've got another bullseye target up. So we'll go for that. I'll put the magazine in. Right, the pellet's loaded. So we'll just, as you can see, so 5 shots into that, and now we're going for that. So I've just got to line the crosshairs up with the crosshairs on that target and see if we can get near enough to the centre of it. But as you can see, the 0 on the scope mounts didn't really affect my scope. Now I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everybody. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everybody, where they do these scope mounts, put the scope on and shoot, and it's still on target. Might not work for everybody. Some people are going to find it's either going to shoot high or shoot low. And if that's the case, you really need to come down. As I say, you've got to go into an open space. I mean, I'm taking a chance to do it in the back garden, but I knew already that my scope was already zeroed in very, very well. So I took a chance, and the chance paid off. But be safe and do this in an open field if you can, and always know what's in front of you. At the moment I'm well pleased. So that means if I want to do longer range shooting, I can, just by undoing the locks and raising the scope down a bit. And of course, before doing that, you would need to use your downward elevation to come down, so you get plenty of upward elevation, if you understand what I mean. But anyway, we'll take this next bullseye and see what happens. I'm trying to line up the crosshairs with the crosshairs. It's a little bit twisted, but yeah, that's gone to the bottom again. But that's mostly me. See, that's still in the ball. Can't really see, it's a bit blurry for some reason. To tell you the truth, they look like it's all going through the same pellet hole. I think that went over to the left, right a bit. I think that could have been me, but mostly is me. Well, that was the last shot anyway. Okay. Yeah. Not quite sure whether one went over to the right a bit, but that's most probably me. Okay, we'll go down there and have another look. Hang on, I'm going to light a cigarette. Oh, my arm, I don't know what I've done to my arm. Okay, we'll go down there and have a look. Yeah, as I said, one went over, but all the rest is in there. Now I can't remember how many's in there, but it's not bad, that's quite good. So I'm quite satisfied. I could do a sweet X with that, but then again I can readjust. I've got plenty of room to readjust the scope. Not quite sure what I'm going to do today. I think we're going out, but that I don't know. But as I say about brand names, really, to me, a brand name just means that you're paying a lot of money for the item, and when you think about the scope mounts, where you can make them up yourself for say £17 off eBay, that's free postage by the way, and you're doing exactly the same as the FX no zero mounts, but you're saving yourself a lot of cost. FX, as I say, between £60 to £80. I have seen them advertised for £100+ all because of the name, not because what they are. It's alright if they say, oh, it's aircraft aluminium or whatever. If I hit it with if it's an FX with a hammer, it's going to break. If I hit these with a hammer, it's going to break. So when they say aircraft aluminium, yeah, okay, it might be stronger, but how are you going to abuse them? All they're doing is holding your scope on. Yeah, just give it some thought. I mean, if you do want to if you do want to shim your scope, that is the best way of doing it. You know, because the front will move with the back. So as you lift the back up, the fronts will tip down. You know, so easy, so easy. And it normally takes, I would say, maximum 5 minutes to do 2. You know. So do yourself a favour, buy yourself some adjustable mounts and then slightly grind the teeth off. Don't grind them all off, so just blunt them off. So when you put it back into the cradle, what I would call the bottom part, the cradle, you will feel a bit of grittiness. And as long as it's got that, when you tighten down, it's firm as anything. If you take too much off, you might not be able to tighten it down, and if you really wrench that bolt round, or that screw, you can fracture the aluminium. Yeah, you could fracture the aluminium if you take too much off that top part of the mount. So you just take your time, a little bit at a time, and then try it into the cradle of it until you're satisfied how easy it's working, you know. But just don't take too much off at one given time. And don't forget, both sides have to be done. And it's so easy, and you just saved yourself, I don't know what, 40-60 pounds nearly, you know, for the same item. Yeah, FX is very good. I mean, they do make good guns, but as I said this morning, when it comes to scope mounts, and you're paying such a high price for scope mounts, you know, I can't see the point. Because they're all milled on a milling machine. I mean, they're not cast, they're milled, you know, so they're milled out. And once you've got one, what you call a die, or the program you put in, it's going to be exactly the same. Yes, we get errors in everything, you know what I mean? So one might be slightly off, but not to that extent, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, if you like the video, give the thumbs up, comments and suggestions, and I'll see you on another shoot. I still don't know what to shoot at, but if I do go out today with the wife, I'll get some sugar lumps and see what they explode like when we're shooting. I don't think we can miss a sugar lump, they're quite big, but yeah. But you know, everything's possible. Right, okay, and I'll see you again later. Bye.